This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Men from Montego Bay found murdered in car abandoned in St. Andrew. The police are now probing the murder of two men in the St. Andrew Central Division. The bodies of the men with bullet wounds were found in a Toyota motor car on Maple Leaf Avenue in St. Andrew around 3:30 p.m. Thursday. One of the bodies was in the trunk of the car and the other in the back passenger seat. Residents called the police after seeing the car abandoned. Bloodstains were on one of the back doors and the back bumper. Residents say around 3 hours before the discovery, they saw the car traveling on an adjacent road. A motorcyclist and a pillion were driving closely behind. Investigators have so far concluded that the car and the slain men are from Montego Bay, St. James. Grandson of dead St. Andrew man in custody. The grandson of the man whose remains were found in Mount Ogle in St. Andrew yesterday is now in police custody in connection with his death. The remains of Andrew O. Lord Andrews were found in a shallow grave in a yard in the community. The grandson allegedly confessed his involvement and took the police to the location where he allegedly buried his grandfather. Andrews has been missing since mid-February. Yesterday, residents reported smelling an odor and called the police. What appeared to be a shallow grave was discovered in the yard. The body was then exhumed. Norman Manley High teacher among two killed at tire shop. Police investigators are yet to identify a motive behind the shooting death of two men, including a high school teacher at a tire shop on Spanish Town Road in St. Andrew on Wednesday. The deceased have been identified as 42-year-old assistant pastor and Norman Manley High School teacher Kido Gaya and 37-year-old tire repairman Richard Williams. Their addresses were not ascertained. According to reports, about 4 p.m., Gaya drove to the tire shop. Shortly after, a motor vehicle drove up and gunmen alighted from it. The men opened gunfire, hitting both Gaya and Williams before escaping in a waiting motor vehicle. Gaya reportedly died at the scene, while Williams succumbed to his injuries at hospital. Over 300 persons have been killed in Jamaica since the start of the year. Meanwhile, the Norman Manley High Alumni Association, in a Facebook post, paid tribute to Gaya, describing him as a man with a big heart. It is with deep regret and profound sadness that we announce the tragic death of our dear friend and colleague, Kido Gaya. We will always remember Kido's insight, forward thinking, and his big heart. He will be truly missed. We extend our sincere condolences to his family, the association posted. Several past and present students of the school, as well as teachers of the institution, also paid tribute to the educator. Shake my head. Rest in peace to a master teacher. It really breaks me to hear this news. I swear, you will be truly missed, my colleague. Rest in peace, Mr. Gaya, a female educator commented on Instagram. One student shared, "Me RE teacher gone. Sir, me message you and tell you thanks for support me and know you're gone. Rest in peace." Another student added, "Best form teacher ever. Rest in peace, Mr. Gaya." A police probe is ongoing into the double murder. Reggae artist Nesbeth's road manager shot in Portmore. The local entertainment industry has reacted in horror to the news that the road manager of reggae artist Nesbeth, a man known in the reggae industry as Mr. Drummond, was shot in the head by unknown assailants on Tuesday. Drummond survived the attack, which reportedly occurred in Portmore, St. Catherine. His attackers stole his licensed firearm and shot him in the forehead, leaving him for dead. Head of the police's information arm, the Corporate Communications Unit, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, confirmed that the incident happened but did not disclose the identity of the victim. He is alive. Nesbeth's manager was shot in the face. The senior superintendent in Portmore told me that his attackers took away his licensed firearm. The incident happened 2 days ago and he is still alive, Lindsay told the news. Nesbeth could not be reached for comment. However, he posted a video on his Instagram with the caption, "They shot my road manager in his face and took away his licensed firearm. Please keep him in your prayers. Jamaica is out of control. Be safe, everyone." 10 persons were killed on Tuesday in a bloody wave of violence that has gripped the island, pushing the murder tally to 312, an increase of 8% in the overall murder rate when compared to the corresponding period last year. Nesbeth lost his brother in 2019 and has lost at least 5 other family members over the last 5 years, including his wife and his mother. Prisoner dies after being hospitalized with COVID. The Department of Correctional Services is reporting that an inmate from the St. Catherine Adult Correctional Center has died from complications associated with the COVID-19 virus. The DCS says the inmate, who was admitted at the Spanish Town Hospital, died on Monday, March 15. According to the DCS, a series of contact tracing and testing will be done for persons deemed high-risk contacts at the St. Catherine Adult Correctional Center. Indicom has been informed of the development and the inmate's next of kin has been contacted. The DCS has expressed condolence to the family and friends of the inmate. Meanwhile, the DCS has also confirmed that a correctional officer is currently hospitalized and an inmate from the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center who was hospitalized has been discharged. The Department of Correctional Services has now lost 3 officers and 2 inmates to the coronavirus. Grantspen women charged with Keelan Dowdy's beating offered bail. 3 women from Grantspen in St. Andrew, who were alleged to have been involved in the attack on 17-year-old Keelan Dowdy last year at an illegal party on Barbican Road in the parish, were Thursday offered bail in court. The women, Timone Williams, Nadine Altridge, and Sakina MacLeod, were offered bail in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court in the amount of $850,000 each, with daily reporting conditions and a curfew order. As a condition of their bail, all were ordered to reside outside of the parish of Kingston and St. Andrew. In making the application, defense counsel Peter Champagny submitted on behalf of his client Timone Williams that the allegations did not reveal that she was actually involved in the attack on the complainant. The lawyer argued that his client was engaged in a fight with another young lady at the party where the complainant was and who was attempting to join to fight Dowdy. The lawyer then sought to address claims that threats were made. Champagny said the evidence did not disclose any direct threats to the relatives of Dowdy, but was based on hearsay and not attributable to any of the persons charged and before the court or associated with them. Nadine Altridge was represented by Samoy Campbell and Sakina MacLeod by Shamar Hanson. The matter is set for mention again on June 16, when it is expected that the prosecution's case file will be completed for a committal hearing to be held. Reports are that last year November, the now injured teen and MacLeod had an argument that developed in a brawl, which Altridge, Vassell, Williams, and Lewis reportedly joined. The now complainant was subsequently beaten until she was unconscious. She was taken to hospital where she was admitted in serious condition. Vaccine registration for 75 and older begins Monday with toll-free lines. Jamaicans 75 and older will be allowed to register for COVID-19 vaccination come Monday, Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton has disclosed. Tufton was speaking yesterday at the signing of a contract between the government and ITEL Business Processing Outsourcing Company. ITEL BPO, led by Chief Executive Officer Yoni Epstein, will be providing support services for the ministry's 888-1LOVE toll-free number, which goes back into operation on Monday as part of the Comprehensive Vaccine Administration platform. Even though there is one number, that number allows multiple persons to call and multiple persons on the other end of the line to answer, said Tufton. All the necessary information and assistance should be rendered to set an appointment at the closest or most convenient health center via this toll number, he noted. The operations will be guided by the World Health Organization's protocols around how we manage a process such as this. As such, there will be checks and balances to validate and protect confidential information information and protect the public's health, he added. If the agents are busy, we will keep you on hold. You won't get a busy signal. You will be passed on to the next available agent who will be able to assist you, said Epstein. He noted that agents will be added based on the traffic for vaccination registration. ITEL BPO is one of Jamaica's leading outsourcing firms and has provided over $100 million in support service since the first confirmed COVID-19 case last March. In a few weeks, a software platform will be available to facilitate online registration and provide necessary information about the vaccination process. This platform will be developed under an agreement signed earlier this week between the government and UNICEF. These two components will be available for vaccination registration for each targeted group according to the government's phased inoculation plan. Jamaica started its vaccination rollout with frontline health workers on March 10, exactly 1 year after the first confirmed virus. Some 16,096 persons have been inoculated so far, 6% below the target for week 1. The second week of vaccination should see parish councillors joining essential workers and the elderly in line to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.